Is the higher education sector embracing these innovations?
So I think that's one of the most interesting questions that we're going to grapple with in about 30 years. I think if you talk to the average, a lot of people are doing a lot of things, but I don't, and you got to understand about the university. The university is one of the oldest institutions in modern society. Besides the Catholic Church, universities, which the first university in the Western world was founded in 1088, the university is one of the oldest institutions we have as a society, and it has changed relatively little and has a huge amount of societal currency. The way people were taught for 1,000 years has barely evolved or barely changed. So by that logic, the rate of change is accelerating dramatically. Conversely, if you look at this relative to almost any other industry faced with disruption, it's not moving all that quickly. And I think what we're looking at is actually a lot of traditional colleges becoming the disruptors. Like I think Western Governors, Southern New Hampshire, ASU, these schools that are driving massive online scale in a nonprofit setting are actually going to set the table, set the agenda for that everybody else has to catch up to. And so I think those institutions are actually going to drive substantial change as you see, the rich get richer, the hollowing out of the middle. It's like the retail landscape or the banking landscape. There are 4 major banks left, and then there are a bunch of small guys and nobody in the middle. Retail is the same way. You've got Walmart, you've got Target, you've got Costco, you've got Amazon now, and then you've got very few mid-sized retailers and then a bunch of small mom and pop shops or people who open a storefront. So you're seeing sort of the hollowing out of this great middle, and that's going to start happening to universities too. And as that starts to happen, you're going to see institutions starting to realize they have to change. It either has to consolidate, get larger, get specialized, partner with these innovative organizations in order to be successful. And so is the rate of change fast or slow? Who knows? Certainly in the context of the glacier pace of the last 1,000 years, it is very fast change. But relative to sort of the newspaper or media industry circa 2000, the change is relatively slow.
What's currently happening today in the for-profit higher education sector?
So I think for-profit higher education has, if not received its death knell, certainly been dealt something akin to a mortal blow. I think that the recent closure of Virginia College last week, even under a Trumpian regulatory regime, indicates that the for-profit college world that created this industry in the late 90s, 2000s, if not gone, barely a shadow of itself.